But we'd like to hear from Renee Luther at this time, and she can tell us a little bit more about Freedom Hills and perhaps what you might be able to do to further assist Freedom Hills, as well as the good work that Freedom Hills does. Thank you, Renee.
Well, I think you just saw why I do what I do. He's one of my riding students, just started riding with me a couple weeks ago. He well, I don't know if he graduated from Maryland School for the Blind, but he's been to Maryland School for the Blind, and now he comes and rides with us, and he actually rides independently around the ring, so that's pretty exciting. You know, back in 2007, Ty Pennington said to me, "Why do you do what you do? Why have you spent 25 years making no money, but hanging out at the farm?" And I said, I work for hugs and smiles and hugs. But since then, it's even become more apparent why I do what I do. Back in March of 2010, a friend of mine, I didn't know her then, her name's Crystal Greco, and here she is coming up here now. She was taking a shower, perfectly able-bodied young lady, was taking a shower, had a slipped disc, and within hours was paralyzed from her waist down. You know, every one of us that's in this room right now, whether you're able-bodied, you don't know when you might be taking a shower and have a slip disc and have something happen. You don't know when a friend next door is going to end up with a disability. But I guarantee you that Freedom Hills will be there to help you if you do end up with a disability. But Crystal, God bless her, she's got a lot of spirit. And by March, she had me on the phone, September, she had me on the phone, and she started horseback riding. She started with one sidewalker, two sidewalkers, and a head walker. Go ahead, Swift. And we got her up on the horse. She now rides independently, but just probably 6 months, maybe a little bit longer after she started horseback riding, I was in Walmart shopping, and I got a text from her, and she says, Miss Renee, you got a phone call. She says, you got to look at this video. She had been down at Krieger, where she goes for physical therapy, and she was actually able to move her legs. And her physical therapist said that one reason, not the only reason, but one reason that she's able to move her legs now is because of horseback riding. So there she is. And there she is. And then, I love my job. I have the best job in the whole wide world, and I appreciate all of you guys that come out and help me do what I do. Then I have another friend who one day, perfectly able-bodied person, perfectly able-bodied teenager, at 17 years old, ended up with a spinal cord injury, and she's now quadriplegic. And Mary's in the room here. I don't know if Mary knew I was going to talk about her, but I talk about Mary a lot because she's amazing. Anyway, she called me up. I was one of the only therapeutic riding programs that would take her because of her disability. Mary rides with us usually 3 times a week. Why do I do what I do? Because not just through horseback riding, but go ahead, next picture. Mary now rides that horse independently. That horse gives her freedom from that wheelchair. When she graduated from college with her bachelor's degree, Mary was able to walk across the stage. Now, was it only because of horseback riding? No, she had a lot of therapy. But her PTs say that horseback riding was one of the reasons that she was able to walk across that stage. So I want you guys to think about all the people you know out there and realize that should they become injured in any way, Freedom Hills is here for them. Freedom Hills is here for you. So tonight we're asking you to be here for us and to bid with your hearts.